Was there anyone that sort of surprised you or opened your eyes to what this was like in terms of on the field or off the field? Who were the big names that that just shocked you?
Yeah, I guess the likes of, like I said, Brandy, Greg Alexander and Phil Blake, the way they trained, they look after themselves, the Dean Bowers. I mean, I remember watching Phil Blake doing chin-ups, and then I thought that was pretty impressive, doing sets of 25, and then the guy goes and ties up, like a 12-kilo weight on top of that to do more chin-ups. And here I was trying to do one chin-up, and that's with a jump. So that sort of training, the work ethic those fellas had was just, something that I had never seen. And a lot of us guys who have been training Tuesday, Thursdays, play Saturdays, this was new, training daily.
Was there ever a moment of imposter syndrome when you've seen all these guys around you? You just mentioned you've just seen someone do 25 pull-ups. Did you think, well, maybe this isn't quite me, maybe I'm not good enough? Because your contract compared to their contract differed in money, man. What did you sign for?
I was on big money back then. I signed for Carlo Park for a big $2,000.
Oh!
And I was like, yes, I'm in there. I remember going down with the old man down to Carlo Park, and Laurie Stubbings and I think John Ackland was the ones who signed us up back then, us young guys who was coming through the grades in Auckland. Yeah, $2,000. Whoa, that was big money for me back then.
Big money, but that's the thing though. It was the dream. It was the vision. Because you were the first. You were the first of local talent, born and bred here, that were going to try and show the way in terms of a career path as a professional athlete. Because rugby wasn't professional. It was all rugby league.
Yep, we were the first cohort that had come through this, into this professional era. So again, we're like lost kids that they were in, at the Willy Wonka chocolate factory at times, and then reality hits when they're doing fitness tests that we've never done under times that we didn't know what it was, So the whole experience was pretty awesome and something that I'll cherish looking back.
What did you learn of that? Because, from that time in grassroots, Richmond Bulldogs, all these teams, it was just the Kiwi boys. Yeah. And now it's a United Nations of sorts. You've got the best from Australia, some of the best from England. What do you take away from at a tender age of 19, 20 years?
I took away that first, especially that first pre-season, that a level 5 in the beep test isn't good.
Are you serious? What was your beep test?
Oh, well, I did get myself up to 11 and a half back in the days, but I think the first beep test, I think it was a level 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And that was, I guess, the difference, from club, for myself being in the club local footy to being a professional daily. Being able to increase that type of fitness levels. But, that was definitely an eye-opener. The training daily, the training when you're sore, the different types of training from swimming to stretching to, I think we did yoga, to, then obviously on the field stuff. It was a new world.
You mentioned new world. There's a lot of hype, there's a lot of excitement around this team. Round 1 is just next week, 7 days away. But you've got 10,000 people turn up to training of all things and conditioning to watch Joe and not his favourite session.
That part of session. That was it. I think that first year, it was the hype that was in Auckland, that New Zealand, that we were taking on the Aussies every week, and there was a New Zealand team taking on. Despite we had international team with guys from Australia and England and so on, but that was New Zealand's team, and so the hype. And they told us that we're having an open session. There might be some people coming down, the cameras are coming down, and we thought, oh, sweet. It's a week out of the game, we might get, just a game of touch or, two-hand ball and all that sort of stuff. We were totally wrong, eh? They did a full-on flogging session, and we had about 10,000 people turn up. Mount Smart Stadium the week before. It was, it was typical Auckland weather. It was a bit of rain, a bit of sun, a bit of storm, but we had a lot of people, and wasn't my favourite part of training was the fitness testing and flogging, but we got through it, and that was just, I guess, one of those times that you sit back now and have a laugh when we got flogged in front of everybody.